Hey everybody, welcome back to the Super Thomas Bros. We are, I guess we're placing bombs in places. Ow!
Houses.
My head hurts now! But, so I can't remember the last time we played. There was a week ago.
Yeah, it was about a week ago.
Yeah, so like a week ago. So it is after Crimbus for us now. We got all kinds of cool loot and lots of awesome family time.
Yep.
Which is the most important thing.
Yeah, it's really what you cherish the most.
I've never cherished anything more. But among the things that I received from Santa Claus, one of them was this new microphone. I got a brand new microphone, so I no longer have to borrow Jake's. So you're welcome, Jake, for giving it back to you.
You're welcome.
No, but seriously, thank you very much, Jake, for letting me borrow your Blue Snowball microphone for so long.
Thank you, Jake, so much.
Wow, thanks, future Jake.
Thank you, Jake.
Yeah, and so now I have a microphone that actually picks up stereo stuff, which is great. When we do recordings like this in person. Usually when we do it in person, I didn't have a microphone that could pick up stereo stuff, which meant that, like, both Steven and I sounded like we were in the center, and I think that doesn't sound very good. So now I have a stereo one, and hopefully it should give a little bit more depth. But when we normally do recordings, you're a bunny.
Yep.
I'm gonna talk about that in a second. But when we normally do recordings, we do it over Skype. And because we do it over Skype, we get the audio separately from each other. And then I'll do like panning and stuff on my own. But now when we do it in person,
Yeah.
it's great, good stuff. And enough of that boring shit.
Yeah, let's talk about the fucking game. Talk about the fact that I am now a bunny.
Yeah, so why don't you talk a little bit about what's going on here?
Okay, so I just went into the Dark World, and when you go into the Dark World, from my understanding, honestly, I'm not, like, 100% keen on, like, really what's supposed to be going on here, but from my understanding, when you go into the Dark World, you transform into some sort of monster or something. Sort of like that game Undertale, Like, there's, like, the monster world. I kind of think of it, or at least when I saw that game, it reminded me of that, how there's, like, this monster world where, like, there's all these different monsters.
Right, but in this game, the difference is that
the Dark World is sort of, like, parallel to...
Yeah.
It's not like there's a different area. It's like, there's this, like, almost like a different dimension that you're in. And so when you step on those blue squares that I did before, the one that was down there, you go into the Dark World, and normally I don't think you can get out of the Dark World unless you have this special mirror that you have.
Sarashara or what? Oh no, the old man gave it to you.
Yeah, he gave the mirror to me, so now I can exit the Dark World, but I can only enter the Dark World either through one of the blue portals or through my previous exit, which is like right here. So, yeah, I could do that.
But because you're a bunny, you can't use your sword.
Yeah, and so when you go in the Dark World now, you're a bunny, and you can't really do anything with it. But in this temple right here, or sorry, not temple, this dungeon, the item that you get is this, I think it's like this red pearl thing that lets you stay as Link when you go in the Dark World.
The moon pearl?
Yeah, the moon pearl,
moon
that's right.
pearl,
Yeah.
I know that. So this is the third dungeon before you get the Master Sword.
Yeah, I don't really like this dungeon. I think this is, out of all the dungeons, at least for the first three, this is the one I like the least.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Only because it's just, I don't know, it's like there's a bunch of these, like, fucking pits that drop you down. See those, like, white vases up there? Or whatever you call them?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could, like, fall through those, and it could be, like, a real pain in the ass. If you fall down pits and you go down, because there's like fucking 7 levels in this temple, so, and actually, I take that back, these vases are good, because if you fall into them, you fall into this, like, fairy, area where you can catch fairies, but like, you gotta fall in there from, like, the 5th thing, so I'll do it later, where you'll get to see me fall down, like, 5 fucking levels, and I end up in a fairy pit.
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
Like in real life.
Yeah, right.
I fall down 5 stories and I land in a fairy pit.
Well, most of the time you do fall, you usually fall somewhere that's inconvenient, and then you gotta work your way back up.
Fucking skeletons. I'm so sick. What are they actually called?
Skeletons?
No, every monster has an actual... I think in this game, it wasn't until, like, Ocarina of Time, where in the game it actually told you what the shit was. I think even still here, you had to have the instruction book that came with the game, and it had, like, you know, the catalog of all the enemies and stuff. Like, I know that bats are called keys. And I know that,
oh, you know, they might be Stalfos.
Stalfos, that's right, duh.
But, oh, that's also not... I know that oh, God. Oh, I'm not good at this. Okay.
Oh, Jesus, Steven.
Yeah, right.
Get your shit together, Steven.
Oh.
Maybe you can throw it and then run back.
Yeah. Nope. It only goes as far as the screen...
Oh! Ooh, nice.
Alright.
Did it hurt you? Oh, no, I guess not.
No, it just kind of stunned me. I think, actually, I could have used...
arrow.
I don't know if the arrow goes through those or not. Maybe a bomb.
Oh,
Whatever.
shit!
Yeah.
Oh, no! God, I hate these so much.
It's not even that they're, like, super hard to dodge. I mean, I don't like having to run from them.
No, but it takes, like, half an hour for them to all fucking start coming out.
Yeah, by the time this is done, we're gonna be done with this fucking episode.
Yeah, really. Wow, this is puzzles.
Yeah, wow, what a great fucking game.
Oh.
It's a good game.
It is a great game, actually.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, no. Fuck this game. Oh, shit. It sucks.
Fuck you.
Kind of one whole heart. One whole heart.
Yeah.
In this game, do you get anything like in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, where you get the rings around the hearts and you get, like, half damage? And, like, an upgrade at some point, or...?
I don't really remember if you do get an upgrade, at least for health. I do know you get upgrades for swords. You get an upgrade for magic, yeah. But I don't know about health. But yeah.
Yeah, so previously when we recorded the end of Soul Blazer and we did the Prince of Persia video and all that stuff, we were at our mom's house, Steven's bedroom at our mom's house, and now we're at our dad's house. So now we have a completely different setup, so it's kind of tough to kind of organize all our shit and get everything set up to where it kind of sounds okay. Hopefully this sounds okay. We really don't know. You know, I mean, like, we did some tests. Oh, and by the way, our neighbors are doing construction on their fucking house right now. So, you might hear some shit, so I apologize in advance if that happens.
Yeah.
So,
honestly, this game, it feels a lot better than... well, Prince of Persia's already out now.
Yeah.
So, but I'm actually... I do have to say that... well, first of all, I need to get through... Oh, you know what I can do?
Where the fuck are you going?
I need to get back to the entrance. By the way, when you use the mirror in a dungeon, it just transports you back to the entrance of the temple, which can be super handy sometimes.
I can see how that could fuck you up real bad, though, if you forget that it's, like, equipped.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't ask you. In Majora's Mask, you have the warp song, the Song of Soaring, and if you use it when you're in a temple, it will ask you if you want to warp to the front of the entrance of the temple you're in.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, you go.
Oh, I was gonna say, what I was gonna say below was that, if you, oh, I like this, is that, if you, well, first of all, you can get rid of these enemies by falling down pits. Yeah, which is super nice. But, what I was gonna say downstairs was that, I play Prince of Persia again because I hate myself.
Right.
And, I actually was doing pretty good. But the thing was that, number one, I was using save states in the game because...
Not in the episode.
Yeah, not in the episode that we recorded, but when I was playing the game last night, and I decided to try it again because now I kind of know what I'm doing with that game in terms of controls. So I decided to play it again, and I got pretty far with save states. But even with save states, I couldn't get like I ran out of time before I was able to get to the end of the game. So yeah, so that happened, and I ended up getting to level 16 as opposed to level 4.
In the episode.
Yeah, in the episode.
Or as opposed to level 1, which is what we thought we were going to be ending at when we started it.
Yeah, so I did, get a lot further than I would have expected in that game.
Yeah, it's some crazy stuff. We might revisit it. You never know. We might actually, come back and, now that we know that the game doesn't suck.
Yeah.
It was just...
Well, I mean, I still don't really care for it too much. I mean, it's just in a comparison to a game like this, it's just so much easier to move around and to, kill, and it's fun. You want to really keep playing it. With that game, it's like you got to take a fucking break. You got to well, I mean, I guess with any game you do, but still, it's not the same.
Right.
Okay, so I think I know what to do here. Because as you can see, if I hit the star and I try to go there, then the pit reappears in front of me, so I can't really get to that treasure chest. So what I gotta do is fall down onto it from a pit.
Do you know which pit it is?
Well, there's no pit here. So actually what I have to do is, well, first of all, I want to kill these guys. Just because I gotta hit this, and then make that pit up there appear. Make sure I don't fall into a pit.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, when they start, fucking ganging up on you, it's like... And these fucking red guys, I hate them because it takes, way more...
Oh, shit.
Oh God,
my
damn
God.
It.
Get a fucking fairy, dude.
I'm gonna get a fairy. There's a fairy pit.
Well. Jesus, that sucks.
Yeah, that's why I don't like this fucking dungeon.
I love that when you start the game over, it doesn't even give you full health.
Yeah.
He starts you with 5, oh, thanks.
I feel like as the, as Zelda games progressed on the different systems, there was the original Zelda on the NES, and then, of course, there's, the different ones, like Zelda 2 and stuff. But, primarily that game, Zelda 1 on the, NES, and then there's Link to the Past here, and then there's Ocarina of Time on the N64. It's almost like in difficulty they've been going a little bit down.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I have to say, I have never beat Zelda on the NES before.
Right.
And
it's kind of a little too early for us.
Yeah, it's it doesn't really have that it's I'm not super appealed by it, but I could see that, it's a great game and everything, but
I've played it. I've played it.
Oh yeah, I have too.
I've never actually beaten it though.
Yeah. I just,
I can hear the people turning our channel off and unsubscribing as we speak.
Yeah, because we're saying that. But, I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad game, it's just that...
Well, the NES itself was a little bit before our time,
yeah,
too,
so we just never really, I
mean, I was born in 91.
And I was born in 92.
Yeah, so we're a little bit more into Super Nintendo and N64. But, that's just because that's our ages. We can't fucking help that. Sorry. Sorry, everybody.
And that being said, though, I have played a lot of NES games. I've played, obviously, Super Mario and stuff like that, and whatnot, but, Yeah.
And the what have you.
Just how there's certain, there's, I'm sure we brought this up a million times on different episodes, but, there's just, classic Super Nintendo games, too, that we've never really played. For me, I never really played, at least as a kid, I never really played Super Metroid or Donkey Kong Country or whatever, or Mario Kart.
I played Donkey Kong Country because our cousins had it.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I played it a little bit, and I I played the game once when I was older, and I was able to get it and play it, but and it was really fun when I was playing it, but I just never really grew up with it. It's
the games that we really beat and stuff when we were kids were the games that we owned ourselves, and we only kind of had a small collection of relatively random games.
Yeah. Ooh, here we go.
Nice, the Moon Pearl.
Moon Pearl. Moon Pearl. Moon Pearl. So now I can go into the dark world and still be Link, and I can fight monsters and stuff and not be a rabbit. But there are actually some exceptions. In the dark world temples, there's an enemy, and it's like this weird, I think it's like this weird little ball of light or whatever, but when it hits you, it turns you into a bunny, but for like 10 seconds or something. But it could be a real pain in the ass if you're in a room with a bunch of enemies and you could only just kind of walk around.
Yeah.
So it's almost like Bart's Nightmare, you know, turning into the
frog.
Yeah, or something like that. I was gonna say the suit, but you're not invincible when you're a bunny, so.
I would say it's the frog.
Oh, I was gonna drop into the vase thing. So I think you drop into this one.
Woo 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 woo.
Just gonna put the controller down.
Oh my god. He's like, this sucks.
Yeah.
This is gonna hurt when I finally hit the bottom if it happens. Oh shit!
Very
Ow! Yeah, get those fucking fairies. Get those fairies.
Fairy.
Beep.
Yeah. At first I was like, am I low on health?
Yeah.
I'll keep it in the
Right on. Alright, I think that's a pretty good place to,
Yeah, because this actually, I think, up here is the boss, so...
Alright, so on the next episode, Steven's gonna be fighting this boss, which... Is it a bad one? Is it a good one? Or...
I don't like him. He's one of those big, weird caterpillar things, but he can knock you into pits, and it's really annoying. So.
Alright, well, we're gonna be fighting that bullshit.
Yeah.
On the next episode, so thank you for watching. Be sure to tune in next time.
We have fun.
To see that happen, and then, obviously, tomorrow a new episode of something is gonna be coming out. Not quite sure what. Might be this, might be Soul Blazer. I kind of don't really even know our own schedule right now. But yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.